Good morning and welcome back to News 8 Today. I'm Portia Johnson. Here's Matt Bender with a look at our forecast. A cold day, but I can't complain because we had an easy 2015 in terms of warm weather.
Especially the month of December. That's exactly
absolutely
right. And actually, we got down into the 20s in Lancaster. That's what you're seeing here in the sky cam. 6 o'clock, we hit 29 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and just lapse the last 3 hours, and you'll see the temperature will continue to fall as the sun comes up. And yes, I do say sun because the sun has been spotted in the sky. We're going to see a lot more sun today than we have had over the last several days. You can see we're at 31 in Lancaster as of 9 o'clock. And our weather planner, we're headed up through the 30s the rest of this morning, and gradually as we head into the afternoon, we're going to see more and more in the way of that sun. But our temperature's only heading up to 42. That's a little bit above where we should be, but not where we were throughout most of December. Then tonight, those clear skies are going to allow the temperature to drop. It's going to be cold, 26. It's going to be brisk into tomorrow, and even colder air is on its way. So I'll have all those forecast details with the 7-day coming up. Portia?
All right, thank you, Matt. See you then. The money will help with the Humane Society's operating budget, including veterinarian costs, food, and shelter for the animals in its care.
Now, the WGAL News 8 Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Matt Binder.
Well, while it's cold, the water for that plunge was actually a little bit warmer thanks to a really above average December. I hinted at this in the last half hour, but these are all the days where we were above average in the month of December. Notice there's no blue squares on there at all. The last date we were below average for temperature on a day was November 23rd. That's before Thanksgiving. And most of these days were significantly above average, sometimes 20 to 30 degrees higher, most of them coming in the last 2 weeks. We had a record high of 70 on the 24th and two other record highs, 64 on the 13th, 59 on the 27th. This was an incredibly warm December, shattering the record for the previous warmest December back in 1923. That's almost 4 degrees warmer. That's very, very unusual. So that nice came at a price. We did have some clouds and gloomy conditions towards the end of the month, and I'll talk about that more in the next half hour. Now we are returning to more seasonal January temperatures and conditions. So here's the forecast for Cornwall in Lebanon County and the rest of the Susquehanna Valley. It's going to become mostly sunny as we head into the, see, I said cloudy there. I'm tripping up. We've said it so often the last couple of weeks. It's becoming mostly sunny as we head into the afternoon. It'll be a brisk afternoon as well as our temperatures in the lower 40s. That will drop down into the mid-20s tonight under clear skies. And tomorrow we're going to see a little bit more in the way of breezes than we have today. So with a cooler temperature around 40, it's going to feel a little bit cooler as well, and we're going to still have a little bit more in the way of clouds tomorrow compared to today. We're looking here at our sky cam out of York. Plenty of blue sky and sunshine right now. 33 degrees in York. Areas to the north and west of Harrisburg are still relatively cloudy, but the blue sky is coming, and this is the day that it will be arriving. Looking on live Super Doppler radar network, there is nothing really to show you. We have to take a look at the national picture, and I want to start off by taking a look at the temperatures across the country, because most of the cold air has been out to our west, in the Midwest, over in the Rockies, all the way down to El Paso. You've heard about the storms that have been affecting Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri. The warmest air is down in Florida right now, as is typically the case at this time of year. And that's where a boundary is set up where most of the precipitation is. You see it down here in Texas going along the Gulf Coast over towards Florida and Jacksonville. And really, we're in an area of relative calm. If we zoom in here in the Susquehanna Valley, you see just a hint of some high clouds off to the north and west. And actually, this is our News 8 predictor here. It's forecasting sunnier skies as we head into the afternoon and evening here, stopping at 7 o'clock. And those clouds to the north and west will begin to dissipate as we continue to go through the overnight into tomorrow. Our wind, which will shift from the west, will shift back to the northwest. And when that happens, that tends to cloud us over in the northwest. Every now and then those clouds will drift over the mountains into the valley. So that's why I think we're going to see more in the way of clouds than this is showing you tomorrow. And as we continue into the day on Monday, a little piece of energy is going to slide off to our south, and it's going to make us overcast once again. Well, a little more sun than overcast, but temperatures right now, headed up to the mid-30s, and then overnight tonight dropping down again to the low 30s, some spots down into the 20s. And now watch what happens to the temperatures as we head. This is Sunday night. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s, and going into Monday, look at this, dropping down in the teens. The cold is coming, some of the coldest air of the season, and you'll see that here on our upper air map. You'll see a little area of blue here going down the east coast into Pennsylvania. That's that cold air coming in Monday into Tuesday, but watch, once we get into Wednesday, we will start to moderate once again. Not mild air, but we will see some moderation to these temperatures. But the coldest air in 10 months is coming. It is on its way. You'll see it here in the 7-day forecast. After a high in the 40s today and tomorrow, it's going to get cold for Monday, 34 down to 18 overnight. Same with Tuesday, we don't get above freezing. Then the moderation there at the end of the 7-day. And with that moderation, we could see some showers, but it's not going to happen until Friday into next weekend. So a couple dry days,
Okay.
but a couple wintry days, yeah.
You got to stop saying the cold is coming.
It's coming.
All right, well, thank you so much. Happening